with Captain Shaukat Mukherjee as the moderator. May we request all of you to be seated, please. I now invite Captain Shaukat Mukherjee, founder and CEO, The Naval Connection, to lead the panel discussion on the power of mentorship, women uplifting women in maritime.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Parvi. Okay, everybody outside, kindly come inside. Otherwise, we're going to close the coffee, tea, and... Okay, so I want to make this session interactive. The topic, as you all can see, the power of mentorship, women uplifting women. We have some very prolific speakers in the panel. Before I call upon my panel first, let me call upon my panel first. First of all, let you put your hands together for one and only Mrs. H.K. Joshi. She's already been on stage. Ma'am, aapko to pakad.
Thank you, sir.
So this is just to say that the men need to hold the hand of the women to get to the top.
I know something was coming. Captain Mini Verma. Captain Mini Verma, why don't you come up the gangway, please? You want me to hold you? No. You see, some people don't even need a hand. Miss Delna Shroff, Delna. Big round of applause for Delna. And Priyanka. Priyanka, ladies and gentlemen. And one and only gentleman in the panel is Captain Shashank Jahagidar. Even he is the one who gives me support for this panel. Shashank, I'm not going to hold you. Right. Big round of applause for everybody. Now we are starting the panel on the power of mentorship, women uplifting women in maritime. Before I go on into the panel, please sit. Before I go into the panel, I want to play the fastest finger first. Are you ready? Fastest finger first. All of you have got scan codes on your table. Nobody's even seen what scan codes are there. Now you start seeing. I want the first person to scan the code for the speaker profiles. Okay, time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6. Nobody? Wow, please come up here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's a women's event. 75% women hai, to obviously koi women hi hoga. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am Payal Bala, wife of Captain Amandeep Singh Bala.
Wow, Payal, thank you very much. What she's done just now is scan the speaker profiles. We are not going to waste time on the introductions because everybody knows everybody here. What you have now after you're scanning the code for the speaker profiles is all the profiles of all the speakers. You know what they do, and they are all prolific ladies in their, and gentlemen in their own respect. So I'll take a seat here. Right, how many students are there at the end? I'm going to ask you to prepare 2 or 3 questions for Mini Verma, Captain, so I'll come back to you with the questions, okay? Now again, I want to throw this to the audience before I start the panel. Is there any particular thing that you want us to discuss here? We're not scripted at all. Any particular thing you want us to discuss here? Can we have 3 microphones in the audience, please? Any particular subject that you want to discuss here? Yes. I want one microphone to the wonderful and beautiful lady. Yes, it is.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ishita Chattopadhyay from Confidence Shipping. So I'd like to listen to the panelists' view on their play between male and female leadership roles and how they perceive, accept, balance, and work
Fantastic,
day to day.
yes. I think this is a tailor-made question for Mrs. Joshi, but before I go on to Mrs. Joshi, I would like to say that, you know, the topic, I'm going to give you a small kind of storytelling on how this topic emerged. So I knew a person who was a part of a group called Alcoholic Anonymous. And mind you, I was not a part of that group. I just know that person who was a part of that group. Right, so I came to know of his association. Unfortunately, he had been an alcoholic for years, and he was into this rehab in Alcoholic Anonymous. It's an international group, and I found out that the management team of Alcoholic Anonymous are all people who've been alcoholics at a certain amount of time themselves. So the question is, do you need to be an alcoholic to understand an alcoholic? I mean, if I want to understand an alcoholic, doesn't mean that I become an alcoholic. But what I mean is, does an alcoholic understand an alcoholic better? So this is not a debate, but the topic is women mentoring women. When we talk about, is mentoring and women better than women mentoring women, or even men mentoring women? So I'll go around the house. 1 minute to each of you. Can we have 2 microphones on stage, because I don't generally leave my mic. So when I have one. Yeah, there are. So Delna, 1 minute to you. And if you cross 1 minute anyway, I'm going to interrupt you. So some things are switched on only from the back. Right, Delna.
Yes.
1 minute to you. Tell me what you do, how do you help women in maritime, and what do you do for women in maritime?
So I'm Dr. Delna Shroff, and I'm the Superintendent for Mental Health and Wellness with Bernard Schulte Ship Management. As far as the women seafarers' mental health and well-being goes, I look into the psychometric profiles. I understand the psychometric assessment, particularly areas where psychological development is required. I create, design, and deliver training modules related to mental health, particularly resilience and psychological safety. Thank you.
Fantastic, Delna. I'm coming back to Minnie. Minnie, this is a women gathering here. 80% of the, I'm going to say 80% of the men are women. I said 80% of the audience are women, okay? Because it's a women in maritime event. Firstly, you are a woman of repute. You are the mastermind. What is the message that you pass to all the mastermind? I know this is a cliched thing which over and over again you must have answered. But tell us one thing that you want to tell the people who are going to follow in your footsteps and come up as women seafarers.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just wanted to say, follow your dream and be passionate. Whatever you are doing, whether it is a small thing, big thing, enjoy it. Because if you are going to enjoy it, then you are going to excel it. And as a working female, whether it is at shore, on board, everywhere, you have to make a balance between your work life as well as your family life. We cannot forget our career for our family. Similarly, we cannot forget our family for our career. So it depends upon the priority, at what stage the preference you are giving to your family or for your career life. After being a mother also, I left my 8-month kid at home and I went back to sailing. So it depends upon the time-to-time situation, your priority changes, and then you can excel in any field.
But Minnie, after being a father also, I left my 8 months, and went back to sea. I'll come back to this. I don't even want to start this debate right now.
But it is a very difficult for a mother leaving an 8-month kid at home. Yes.
So like I said, I don't want to be a debate. Shashank, you've been a brand ambassador for training. I mean, Shashank is the representative for training in IMEC, International Maritime Employees Council in India. Shashank is the MDM global head and national head and MD of MTM. And he's got a very, very vivid career as far as his expertise and experience is concerned. Shashank, women in maritime mentoring. Do you think women can be better mentors to women, or that role can also be done by men?
I think, when we talk about equity, when we talk about inclusive culture, it should not be based on gender, when it comes to mentoring. A male or female, both can do the part equally good. I have seen it on board and even ashore also in offices that women are doing even better at times mentoring than a male counterpart. So it is not necessary that one particular gender does better or others not. So I would say that gender doesn't play any role there.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the audience now. How many of you feel that women can mentor women better? Raise of hands. Yeah. No, I'm asking you. I'm just having a raise of hand. Do you think women are better mentors to women? And men? And men. I was not even going into that. I mean, women are already mentors of men in every household. Mentor is important, whether it's a female or a mentor. Yes, ma'am. gender plays no role. I mean, if we had an appellate for mentorship, I don't think anybody could have won it. I'll come back to Mrs. Joshi. Mrs. Joshi, I can do a whole event with you and still not be enough. But I want you to start with answering, since Ishita has put a wonderful question, and I'm going to start with the leadership role.
Yeah, so I think that got partly answered during this, but before, to make this more interesting, because I think our first association started with a fire chat. Yes. And I think that's what I'm going to repeat today by telling the audience that I agree to disagree with everything that Shaukat is going to say here, so that it becomes more vibrant and more interesting, because the more you challenge, the better you become.
I'm used to that. I have a wife, 25 years marriage.
And I am not the yes types, so I'm not going to agree with everything. So to start with, I disagree with the title of the panel, which talks about uplifting women. Are we downtrodden and poor and sad?
That is why I said, have an event where we are equally paced with 50% men and 50% women.
So I think we should be replacing that uplifting with supporting. And
Topic change
uplifting itself is a very downtrodden type of
big round of applause to Madam Joshi.
Okay, so that is one thing. Second thing is, you talked about alcoholics understanding alcoholics better. I don't agree.
I said I knew somebody.
No, but you said that we having this session about women mentoring women because you consider that alcoholics can understand. So going by that bias and that prejudice, I think I suffered when I entered the maritime industry because I did not have a maritime background. And the rest is history. So I didn't have to be a mariner or a part of the maritime industry to be successful in the maritime industry. So that is point number 2. He's already sweating. I think I'll shift to his...
No, it's okay. I came prepared. Then about it. I mean, somebody mentioned in my last session, somebody mentioned, which coat do you like? So I like this coat. I'm going to take it off.
But this is only for, making it interesting. No hard feelings at all.
Even if there is, I'll not take it.
So answering your question with respect to male and female leaders, I think we all would have studied management. And this is something which I have particularly emphasized all my life, that leadership is... There is nothing like a woman leader or a male leader. It is leadership which is important, and the leadership traits. And Nafisa also said that, and even with respect to mentoring, we said it's gender neutral. You can be a leader at any stage. You don't have to be at the top of an organization to be a leader. A leader is, you have, children being leaders in school. You find there are some who are more active and more aggressive than the others. So leadership starts right from the school, right from the time you've got children at home. You find there is one child who's more active. So these are leadership traits, and there is nothing like which defines a woman leader distinctly from a male leader. So we've got to be gender neutral.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Ma'am, I'll come back to you on this wonderful thing that you said about leader and children leader. In our industry is almost, I think, 50 years behind to what the non-maritime industry does. And we have a lot of reverse mentoring and in the outside world where people look to imagine a third officer going and trying to mentor a captain. I mean, it's just like abnormally, it seems abnormal, but that is what reverse mentoring is. I'll take a raise of hand from here. How many of you can see Priyanka? Because I'm blocking her. Can you see Priyanka? No. So Priyanka. No, you can take this seat for that. I'll stand. That's okay. Now how many you can see her? Priyanka, you've been in well-being. And by the way, a big round of applause to Anglo-Eastern, because Anglo-Eastern has got a very nice, other companies as well, but Anglo-Eastern has got a very solid forum for well-being of seafarers. And Priyanka is here. She'll tell you. Priyanka, how does well-being translate into only for women? Do you do this only for women, well-being, or for all the seafarers together?
So first of all, I would like to thank you for making me part of this esteemed panel and for this great event. These kind of events for this special day is very, very important. No, so coming back to the question, it is not about only women seafarers, it's about the seafarers. So anybody who's joining the seafaring community, it's about the well-being of that particular person. So answering it in a short way. And of course, I agree with Mrs. Joshi, it's not about, the topic is not about uplifting, but it is definitely going to define the future of maritime.
Fantastic. Round of applause for Sailor Today, who's going live. And from the morning in Sailor Today YouTube channel, a big round of applause for Sailor Today, Captain Nangia. It was a last moment thing. I called him up yesterday and he says, definitely if it's for MUI, I'll go out of my way. So thank you, Sailor Today team, for going live. You can share the live link with all your friends and colleagues who could not make it today. And thank you for coming. So I will straight away go to the audience now, instead of asking questions to the panelists. Students, I told you I'll come back to you. How many of you want to ask a question to Mini Mathur? I mean, you can ask to Captain Shashank as well and me as well. But how many of you want to ask to Captain Mini Verma? Any questions from the students? ये तो सिलेबस के बाहर पूछा हूँ मैं तो कैसे आप लोग बता? Any students don't want to ask people? Listen, one thing I want to tell you, if you are a student, if you are being given the opportunity and chance to come at events, ask questions. If you can't ask questions, doesn't make a sense. It doesn't make a... So you want me to come back to you for after 1 minute? You want to go on to ChatGPT and Google and find out a question or something like that? So you can do that. Okay, so audience, I'm going to open the house now straight away in the panel and we'll take it question-wise. Any questions? Yes. You want me to take? Yeah.
My question is, as a woman in the maritime industry, or just as a woman in, enhancing your career, did you find other women support you, or did you feel you had to prove yourself to other women colleagues in your respective careers and the men? So I just want to know, do women actually help facilitate other women in their journeys, in their careers?
That's a wonderful question. I remember a DP which I saw, and I have, a thing of finding out, DPs of people. I mean, not that I do it for everybody, but, Saleha, one day, a year back, I saw that you had put up a DP when you said, your question reminds me of something, when you said that, what was that power of the crown or somebody else's, do you remember that? What was that?
Helping put on the crown onto other women, yeah. Supporting.
Yes, supporting the crown onto the head of other women. Who wants to take this? Delna, you want to take this? Can I have, yeah.
Thank you very much for inviting me to share the dais with all these distinguished speakers here. So to answer your question, when you see a successful woman, climbing up the career ladder, of course, the others would feel inspired, would feel influenced, to also tread that path. But at the same time, there is a lot of self-doubt which women have. Somewhere at the back of your mind, there are these questions which persist. Will my opinions be valued? Will I be able to make a difference just as this successful woman? Will I be taken seriously? So when this self-doubt is existing, they may kind of, at the same time, as they are being inspired and influenced by this successful woman, they may also feel that they can't relate to her. Because that competitive pressure is also there. So they may feel that somewhere, I may need to compete, and consequently, they may feel unaccomplished, and that may lead to further self-doubt, and that may lower one's self-esteem. So one good way would be that you inspire, you take inspiration from the successful women, the women leaders, ask questions. As one of the earlier speakers also mentioned, ask questions, push and move out of your comfort zone. That will lead to more confidence. And also it will lead to an environment of collaboration where the people who are below the successful person are also able to embrace their unique strengths and contributions and grow subsequently. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You want to say something? Yes. Was this answered, do you think?
I hope I've answered your question.
You want to add to this? Yeah.
Let us speak first.
You can.
I think your question was whether in the career path the women get supported by other women. I think that was your specific question. So when you're talking about the maritime industry, we've already done the statistics. There are very few women. So the majority is the men. And second point is, at least my experience when I entered the maritime industry was that women were substantially meek and submissive. And they were actually greatly dominated by the powerful men in the industry. And even Saleha talked about starting the MUI Women's Wing also in 2017. If I reflect back, even Vista was there in 2014, but not doing anything great. So I don't know whether it coincided with the dramatic storm that I brought into the industry, which made everybody get up and realize that if she can do it, so can we. I think that built up the confidence. So when we are talking about mentorship and about influencing, so I think it makes a lot of difference if you can see a strong woman on the top. She helps to inspire. She actually works like a lighthouse, a beacon of light to guide, inspire, give confidence and courage to all the younger women who are out there. And this influence can be both direct as well as indirect. The direct one I'm talking about is mentoring, coming into contact, being visible. And I think I'm sufficiently visible right from the time
because you're sitting in the middle, that's why. No, I said because you're sitting in the middle. I mean, Priyanka is hardly visible.
Let me hide behind the chair.
Priyanka, I'll come back to you. You wanted to say something. I'll come back. And Shashank, my next question. Come back? Yeah, I'll come back to you on that. Shashank, I'll come back to you with a question which I have in mind. Priyanka.
Yeah, so I just wanted to add, and I think she has very nicely put it. I also wanted to talk about the representation, you know. So at this moment, I would talk about worldwide. It is 38% of the roles, I'm talking about worldwide jobs, is with women, you know, and out of which 28% of the topmost job around the world is the topmost jobs are with women. And if I come back to the maritime industry, 34% are the women sitting in the shore jobs, and only 2% are sailing women. Okay, so there is a scarcity which is developed, you know, so there is no sense of abundance. So that's why mentoring is required. We need men who are there to be mentors to the women, and the women who have broken the glass ceilings, they need to mentor the women and hold hands, pull them up, you know, to create an environment of abundance. You know, that is what is required, not pulling each other down because of the scarcity. We have to create the environment of abundance.
Fantastic. Where do you get all these numbers from? I mean, let me give you one more number.
I mugged up for today.
Okay, well, let me give you one more number. 100% of the housewives are also women. Okay, Mini, have you ever, whenever I go on to a women's event, there are certain cliched words which I hear, self-doubt. Again, there are 80% women, so there are no representation. But how many of you women here mentor men in your household? I mean, how many of you women here mentor your husbands? All, absolutely. And if I were to ask this in a men program, no opportunity to mentor my wife. Okay? So have you ever felt this, that we talk about self-doubt? When you're on board also, in your house you're a mother, you are a sister, you become a wife. What are you on board? Other than become seafarer?
Yes, on board, I feel very responsible being a captain because I have the responsibility like a mother doing a responsibility of all the family. In the similar manner, I have the responsibility being a mastermind for all the seafarer, sea staff or the onboard staff what we have on board the ship. So, in other words, I can say that it is a very easy sometimes for female to being a captain because she can take a very good care of her staff as compared to a male. Please, sorry on any no that. But yes, in the care part they can, and yes, the decision-making power is also very quick in the female. Female are very strong-minded. They can take decision very quickly, and they can be very firm at that decision also.
Shashank, I want to pit you against Mini. You're sitting ashore, right? And you are sitting ashore. And Mini is your recruit. I mean, you want Mini to join one of your ships. How will you, if you have to mentor Mini as a seafarer, what is it that you're going to do?
I think, again, I go back to the previous thing. I will first of all not distinguish between while, hiring her as a seafarer, because for me, seafarer is a seafarer, whether it is a male or female. So from that point onwards, the mentoring, familiarization, training, all will follow the same path, which generally we do it for male counterpart. And when it comes to mentoring, I think if it all depends on the individual one, depending on how many years of expertise, experience they have. Accordingly, I think the mentoring will follow.
Fantastic. Delna, you work with a lot of psychology stuff with seafarers. Do you think women are... That's my question.
Sorry, what's your question?
I mean, I say, do you think you have to do certain extraordinary initiatives or some special initiatives for women that's not meant for men? Or something which is different? Of course, one size doesn't fit all, right?
I think one important message that needs to go across is that you need to be proud of who you are. That acceptance and that validation that yes, you can perform, you can succeed is important. So as far as the trainings go, whether anything extra would need to be done, I would say one is, of course, whatever you are doing, whether it's a role on board the ship or whether it's a role on shore, you need to have passion. Whatever rank, whatever position you belong to, inculcating or, building that passion and then encouraging through training to seek answers as far as knowledge base goes, becoming more resourceful, and also asking questions where you have certain doubts, and also seeking feedback, seeking constructive feedback from people whom you admire, whom you look up to, should be encouraged, I feel.
Fantastic. So again, I'll come back to you as the audience. I want you to write down questions which you're going to ask Priyanka. Priyanka is in well-being of seafarers. Madam is leadership roles. Shashank is into training and mentorship. Mini is a former sailor. And Delna is on psychological training. So write down your questions which you want to ask any of them and we'll come back to you. Have you called up your wardens yet to find out what question you're going to ask? Students? Have you called up your principal to ask? Yes! One big round of applause. Give her a mic, please. One round of applause for your courage to ask question. One round of applause for the question after it ends. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I would like to ask Mini ma'am one question, that if a male or female, anybody discourage you, what is your what is your point of prescription? How you take it? Like, what is one point? When you take it as a discourage or you want to overcome it and show it to that you can do it?
So let me rephrase this. I think what you want to ask is, if somebody discourages you, how do you take that and how do you deal with this?
It's a very good question and a very common also, but I would like to say that if anybody says anything to you, you want to take it as a discouragement, but I will take it as a challenge, that if anybody is saying anything means I have a scope of improvement. So take it in a positive note and do your work. Prove yourself by your work, not by the word. Just take it as a positive way.
Thank you, ma'am.
Fantastic. There's a quote, again, I come back to the quote, not this one, but the quote. Yeah, so when your work speaks, do not interrupt, please. But lovely round of applause for the young lady who's asked the question. Is there any other students who wants to follow up and ask a question? Any other students who wants to ask a question? Yes, one more, yes, please. Can we have a microphone, please? Courier to her.
Good afternoon, everyone present all over
Please
here.
introduce you, please say your name.
Yes, my name is Cadet Anusha Bhosle. I am from James Lonavala, from ETO batch. Actually, my question is to ma'am, Meena ma'am. Mini ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
What did you say? Your name is James Lonavala?
No, my name is Anusha.
Anusha. Okay.
I am from James. Okay, so ma'am, as you said that women are good in mentally decisions, taking mentally decisions. So how you challenged for physical strength? So you on board many men seafarers also challenged you, also question on your physical strength, right? So how you get out of it many times?
Yeah, Mini, please.
Yeah, sometimes, yes, we do face problem on board the ship with respect to our physical strength, but mentally also we can solve this problem. With the socialization on board, if you are not able to do any type of work, do not hesitate to ask for assistance. If you feel free, if you are being socialized, if you are fair enough to ask for the help, everyone will be able to do. Most of the male candidates are there, some young cadets are there who are not able to open the big crossover walls, which are very difficult to earn. So it is very okay thing that, okay, sometimes we do face a physical problem, physical challenges, strength challenge on board.
Thank you very much. So we have 10 minutes now, and we'll go into the, so we are anyway having the question answer session. So God has made man, and God has made woman. So people say after God has made woman, he has never rested. But the thing is, we have men's tennis and we have women's tennis. We can't expect women to play men's tennis. The constitution is different, right? So, yeah. Any questions for Radhika? Yes. I know you're going to ask something very interesting now. Dr. Radhika.
Good afternoon, esteemed panel. I'm Dr. Radhika Vakharia. My question is very specific. We have been discussing two concepts here. I think Captain Jahagirdar did mention it, gender equality and equity. Now, just in a nutshell, a lot of times we use these two concepts synonymously, but there is a stark difference between the two. So I will just explain it in maybe 1 or 2 lines, and then I will continue with my question. So when we say gender equality and gender equity, the two concepts obviously are different. So one example for it is that if you have a piece of pizza and 4 people to eat the pizza, what would you do?
Order another pizza.
No, you have only one. You don't have all the other options there of ordering and all that stuff. So no multiple options, Shaukat. So ideally you would divide them into 4 pieces and give it to 4 people around, okay? But if of those 4 people, you find that 2 are hungrier than the rest of 2, what would you then do? Divide it into only 2 parts and give it to the 2 who are hungrier and not give it to the 2 who are there? Okay, I don't think that's a very a great
Radhika,
option. Now the question is, most of the industries have moved from equality to equity. And we are still debating as a maritime sector, where should our shift be? So is it the right time to move from gender equality to equity? Because if we say equity, then we must give what each gender deserves. So my
Fantastic,
question,
a lovely question. Thank you.
should there be a shift?
Yeah. So I think as Shaukat mentioned, it's a very relevant question. Just to share with you, same thing we discussed 2 weeks back in IMEC conference in Southampton. And, you know, we are also taking it up globally, at global level, because there are a lot of companies here I can see are doing it individually as company. But what we would like to see is if organizations come up and do something for entire industry. So a lot of work has been in progress. Just to share with you, there is a, you know, recently Global Maritime Forum has started something called All Aboard Alliance, where, you know, they have, you know, asked companies to participate in the survey. So there are about 16 companies who have decided to go for it. And there are about 5 to 7 female seafarers on each vessel. And there are loads of surveys which are being rolled out to get feedback from that. And once the report is ready, that will be shared within the industry. But coming back to your specific question, you know, equality and equity, I think what we need to do is prepare a platform or a benchmark where all are being treated equally, and then whatever infrastructure facility is required, that should be supported.
Thank you. Yes, please supplement coming from Mrs. Joshi.
Dr. Vakharia, I would tend to say that whatever we do needs to be in a very balanced manner, and we don't need to go too far with the concept. Because sometimes when you overdo it, you may be doing more damage than benefit to the very gender that we are wanting to support. Why I am saying that is that there was a recent discussion about giving menstrual leave. I mean, we are all very open nowadays, so I can talk about that from the stage, from this podium. Now, just imagine women seafarers out there, already there is a lot of bias, and there was a question, they are still considered to be physically a little weak, they are not able to do. So now, obviously considering that the contract periods are sufficiently long, from about 6 months to sometimes 9 months also, so obviously they will be having their menstrual cycle every month. So should they not be, now I am asking a question to you, should they not be working during the menstrual cycle? That's exactly what I'm saying, that equity needs to be not played too much.
Yeah. So I didn't exactly mean to play a particular concept too much, but then if there is a requirement to give that sort of leave, maybe to a particular A, B or C lady at that point of time based on genuine reasons.
So what happens
will that be given or not?
What happens to the women who are today in the army and in the air force in combat roles?
Yes.
This is becoming
What
a session
happens to
between
the
both of them.
athletes? What happens to the athletes who are going for competing? See, what you need to understand is this is indirectly playing your gender card. And I think this, when it is carried too far, it doesn't help to support women. In fact, it weakens women. This
Yes,
is my
I do agree
personal
there
view.
has to be a balance.
Why
When I
don't we
said-
take this offline again during the
Okay.
lunch break?
Okay, we'll do that.
You know, hungry mind is an angry mind. I don't want to keep people waiting for lunch. Okay, this is something, you know. अभी मुझे क्या लग रहा है अभी इतना सारे events last 2 हफ्ते से women and maritime लड़के लोग को तो मतलब going forward I don't think guys will ever get a chance to go on board. So I'm going to come back to this. We will maybe having, you know, 10 years down the line, diversity on men, diversity and events like this, men in maritime. Okay? So let's have a clap on that. I mean, if we have this, let's work towards that. Yes. So, by the way, another very big clap for Joshi ma'am for leading the ship of sending and channelizing and leading the first ever all-women ship in SCI. So she was the leader. Yes, imagine, and let's play a game here. I'm going to play a game now with the panelists. Imagine there is an all-woman ship like Mrs. Joshi ma'am had conceived, and you know, like, आपको एक लड़का वो जहाज में भेजना है. See, एक लड़का भेजना तो आदमी लोग we start laughing now. We can't even imagine. So now, Priyanka, you have to mentor that one boy.
Before she answers, you know, that's why we selected Swan Krishna.
So you have one boy going on an all-woman ship. And mind you, in the next 10 years, वही होगा. And what is your mentorship? What words will you give to that boy? You know?
So, okay, if you're reversing the situation, just now you're talking about reverse mentoring. So reversing the situation, so in that case, what we do for women and similar thing we are going to do for the men. So we, at this point, we are preparing the women seafarers. So at that point, we will prepare the men seafarers and prepare the vessel as well, you know. So there are a lot of checklists to be followed. Mentoring, when it comes, then we will mentor that, okay, it's about job. Take your job seriously. That is what you are going for on the vessel. Don't play a gender card again. Okay, and it is about job. Take your job seriously. Go and learn, you know, and do your best. That will be the mentorship that I'll give.
So a boy going on an all-girl ship has to have a separate checklist. एक तो है बच के रहना, एक तो है खतरा मोल लेना, एक तो अकेला ब्रिज पे मत जाना. IMO will come out with a new code. नहीं, IMO खाली एक्सीडेंट के बाद ही कोड निकालता है, by the way. So ये एक्सीडेंट एक ब्रिज पे होगा तो ही मैन वीमेन का एक्सीडेंट होगा तो ही कोड निकलेगा, नहीं तो नहीं निकलेगा. we'll have a new law. Yeah, so this is an MUI event, and Saleha wanted to do the first session because she says, I want to do a chai pe charcha, and there was actually tea served. So Saleha, my session should always be in the evening. Now we'll do a rum pe charcha. Okay? I don't want to do a chai pe charcha, okay? Because we just have tea. I'm not alcoholic. I mean for the panelists. I'm going to moderate how many pegs each one of them have.
He wants to ensure that nobody opposes him.
Okay, coming back to the audience. Sir, I want to go, now we have basic, we have leaders here, MDs and CEOs. I want to open the house to Mr. Vineet Gupta and Captain Deepak Korea. I want them to ask a question, please, on the panelists. By the way, they are change makers, they do policies, they are leaders by their own, they have a lot of seafarers, they are mentors, and sir.
Shaukat, I have one thing playing in my mind, you know.
Yes, sir.
That's lately mental well-being is the key for the women, men, all seafarers. Where was it 15, 20, 30 years ago? Madam can maybe can answer, was there a problem that time? Or if it was not there, then why was it not there? Why suddenly it is cropped up?
Maybe
Where it is coming from?
I can take this question.
Very interesting one actually.
Question तो अभी बोला ही नहीं उन्होंने, अभी बोल रहा है.
हो गया ना, question हो गया.
So, again, you know, let's take, as Joshi ma'am said, about example of defense. Few years back, or maybe 10, 15 years back, there were no female in, you know, the combat or on the front. They were all...
खाली घर पे था, front में नहीं.
Correct. Now we have women, you know, leading the front. We have fighter pilots, right? So I think the changes, there has to be some time where, you know, the change starts.
No, I was asking a different question altogether. I said, Madam, she understood that, I think. She got it, yeah.
He knows I can answer. So I think when we are talking about well-being and mental issues, this is something which has surfaced very recently, and I think this is primarily because of our lifestyle. This primarily comes from the insecurity because, you know, now today we are a nation of 1.4 billion population. And with that, you know, the jobs are so scarce, the positions are so scarce, the competition has increased, media plays a certain role. It's creating tremendous stress on people. And added to that is the screen time that we spend. I think that is destructive, and that instead of helping you, that is an evasion, you know, and that creates a lot of stress because you're seeing such unwanted things on the media, which was not there 10, 15 years back, and I think we lived a more healthy lifestyle. So, but said that, I think that's today a very important issue, and we have to be more open and vocal to the fact that depression, mental illness, is something which is very common, and we need to recognize it and try to address the issue.
Thank you. Ma'am, we have got to finish in the next 5 minutes. जैसे आप बोले ना 1.4 billion people, जैसे हम लोग जा रहे हैं ना, खाली after 5-6 years ना अंधेरी में ही चाइना आ जाएगा लग रहा है. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to give a chance to Deepak, and then I'm going to go to Dr. Bhavnani, yes. And after that, Nalin Pandit, sir. And then we'll, yeah.
Yeah, so some days back at another event, I was put in a spot. So I had to debate. Mrs. Joshi was there. And the question was, is enough being done to promote women in maritime?
We had a debate, I think.
And I had to say, yes, enough is being done. So I asked this question to the panelists. Is enough being done to promote
I want to
women in
ask
maritime?
Mini this question instead of, you know, because she's a sailor, she's an ex-sailor, and Mini and Delna. In just one sentence, huh?
Okay.
Is enough being done for women in
Nothing
maritime?
is enough.
मुझे तो लग रहा है उससे भी ज़्यादा हो रहा है. But
उससे भी ज़्यादा हम कर सकते हैं because they are very small things. Like about the PPE kit, what we used to do, wear on board the ship. Sometimes when I joined the ship, with due respect, we have to wear the baggy boiler suits and unspecific size of the safety shoes and all that. So we have to concentrate on the small issues.
But we do have...
Now we have that specific.
Boiler suits for
the
women.
Fleet, I'm working with the fleet, and fleet has taken the initiative after working for 10 years, that now we are making specific PPE kit, all the boiler suits and everything, the gloves and everything for the female seafarer.
Very good. So I'll go back to Dr. Bhavnani. You have something to say? Yes, ma'am, I'll come back to you. Let's go to Dr. Bhavnani. Sir, very short question because like I said, 2 minutes. Can I have a microphone? Yes.
So, well, Shaukat, I think you have this knack of putting everybody, in a spot. So,
In a women's men.
no, I think men and women both. So anyway, first of all, I think this event is a very, very grand event, and it's so inspiring, and it is so much encouraging to hear everybody speak here. And I really wish that we could have, many more events like this, and the whole industry is going to be different in a few years from now. Anyway, since you only given me a short time, so I need to come to the point. I heard this fact about one boy going on a ship which is manned by all women. Are we looking at a different kind of a mental illness there?
क्या लड़की लोग का या लड़के लोग का कहाँ कौन सा बोल रहे हो जहाज पे मतलब who's the one who's going or one who's already on board?
Both ways.
So who? Nobody wants to take this.
No, I'll take it. I am always
So when
open
nobody
for
wants to take anything, Joshi ma'am is
I'll
always
do
there.
it.
She'll definitely take it.
So, Bhavnani sir, you are very right that I've said this earlier also. Whoever is in minority tends to get intimidated. So whether it be a man or a woman, if the numbers change, the entire psychology of the person who's in minority will undergo a change. You will see the man being more submissive, getting intimidated, being very careful. His normal male chauvinism and his will undergo a change. And that is where I tend to agree with what I'll take a...
कैसे हो सकता है ये?
वही मैं थोड़ा सा change एक बार agree कर लेती हूँ आपसे.
Mrs. Joshi,
That
agree
the
with
man seafarer would require a certain amount of mentoring if he's going to be amongst majority women. Because the women can become very intimidating if they get together, and as it is, women are very strong and powerful.
Okay, I'll come back to Nalin Pandey, sir, if you have any questions. And then before that, I'll come back to ma'am. Yes. Guys, one more thing. Fastest figure first. You have a feedback at the, one of the scan codes is for the feedback. Stay throughout the event and then put your feedback online. So, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just very good afternoon, and I'm Dr. Meena Ravishankar. I'm from Great Eastern Lonavala. It is all for it's a general question. I feel that why not to just improve the gender targets, equity, why not the companies try to sponsor the girl cadets, especially in the institute, while training, so that we can also help the financially challenged families, and they can rather, put their girls into the maritime sector.
Can I rephrase your question to see whether we have understood it? You mean, can companies not sponsor?
Sponsors.
We have a lot of companies, I think, sponsoring.
Because the girl cadets, you can increase the gender targets.
I was at an institute 1 month back when there was a campus interview going on, and that campus interview was being done by one of the largest companies in the world, and they had only come to interview women, girls. So that was a very encouraging thing. In fact, I went back and said, why? When you're talking at Equal at Sea, why do you only come to interview girls? Yeah. But what he told me is, it's a wonderful, beautiful thing he told me. See, we need more women to set the balance, the psychological balance on ships. And women bring, I personally feel, and that's why, in the house I'm a favorite for my wife as well. I always feel that women have much better skills than men in handling men and women. And those skills, if you can come on board with more women, I think there's a wonderful balance. But yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. You gave a lot of good points about the women.
No, but just to address your question, today MTI, as Captain Manish mentioned, showed statistics, already sponsoring, the girl cadets, and then followed by many other sponsorships. So it's not 100%, but to a certain extent, it's already there.
Okay. That's really good. I just want to add to this, I'm coming from a company which doesn't promote sponsorships. We are underlined by merit, so we take people on merit basis only. What the need is basically to create more awareness about this career. This career which is so rewarding. I'll talk about Anglo-Eastern. They are going and reaching out to more schools. I also applaud the initiative by DG that they're taking NCC cadets to the academy, our own academy, to show what cadet looks like, what this career looks like, what they're going to do. This is basically needed to create more base and more women applying to this kind of career.
That's too good, ma'am. That's
Okay, so I think, like
Thank
I
you.
said, I am the person, I am the one who was chasing up all the other moderators to finish in time, and now, so we come to the end of this, and only one question, anybody wants, I saw a raise of hand. Yes, Captain Manish Gupta, I can't say no anyway to you, so.
This is not a question, actually, just experience sharing. Actually, I was supposed to leave after first session, but Captain Pradhan told me that you will miss out a very important session. And I'm thankful to Captain Pradhan that he told me, and I stayed back. And it's really worth attending this session. And now I personally extend this invitation on behalf of DG Shipping to join hands for Sagar Mein Samman. We have very talented people here who can contribute for well-being module and for the gender diversity. So I will definitely contact on behalf of DG Shipping. I will contact Saleha Madam or through Joshi Madam to rest of the panel members. Thank you. Thank you.
A big round of applause for Shri Sham Jagannathan. Also, I've been very close to him, and he is a person of immense repute. He takes things very seriously as far as women in maritime is concerned. Very deep into making policies, and I know all the meetings that he does. So I want to thank him for sending us that video. Yeah. So like I said, any last one? You have a question, or you want me to stop, or what?
Since Captain Manish Kumar did not have a question, he was just extending thanks. I have a question for Captain Mini Verma. You are a captain, a lady captain. What if a lady cadet or a lady junior officer joins your ship? You are ready to mentor the lady officer, lady cadet. But what if the cadet, the lady officer, is not up to the mark, or as some of the panelists said, they are playing a women's card? Okay. What do you do at that time? Do you keep on mentoring? Do you keep your mouth shut? She's a lady, let her go. What do you do at that time?
See, on that, yeah.
I think पहले तो शोल्ड लिप बंद करो, उसके बाद जो करना है करो. हाँ बताइए, sorry.
Yes, like Joshi Madam said, whenever we are doing the things in a very great manner, sometimes it becomes a very negative also. So sometimes the female play the woman card also. But being a female, definitely I'll come to know, first thing. And second thing, here we learn about the two types of coaching or two types of mentoring, the push and the pull. Means if you know that someone is not learning, you have to push them. You have to be very strict and straightforward with that particular guy. No, you have to do this. You have to do it. You keep busy with her with some work or something. There are so many lots of work. Ships never stops and the work never finishes. So you just distract her with all other things and make her concentrate on the work only. Then definitely it is
Fantastic. Round of applause for all the panelists. Till we come back on to you again. Before we end, Sir, अभी आपको भी तो ना नहीं बोल सकता है, but then, हाँ. Anyway.
No, I have no question. I will just ask to what Deputy DG said about, there is a NMDC, National Maritime Day Celebration Committee, and we have formed a separate Women's Day celebration, and I am very happy to announce and say that last our NMDC function, which was held on 18th of May, was absolutely and totally planned, managed, and conducted by the women.
Fantastic.
So please be assured that the women are being taken due care and importance in the Director General of Shipping, and we are having regular sessions, meetings, and intend to do seminars and conferences exclusively for women.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Big round of applause. Before I go on to the mementos, I want each one of you to tell me one line, only one line, only one sentence, one line. Men in maritime.
Men in maritime.
One line only. What do you think?
Men in Maritime continue to empower, and let's make it a collaborative effort.
Fantastic. Yes. Men in Maritime. Obsolete.
Men in maritime. Be supportive and take the challenge whatever it is coming.
Fantastic. I thought you'll say men in maritime. Sochna padega.
So one line I agree with Delna's, but absolutely we need to definitely support and create a environment, create a...
One line.
So continue.
Okay. Ma'am, one line.
Men in Maritime, 3 cheers for Captain Shaukat for having...
Men in Maritime.
You are a man in
okay,
Maritime. So, without planning, without having a pre-decided questions and, just throwing it open to us,
thank you.
he's emboldened all the women,
Fantastic.
without preparation.
Priyanka, men in maritime, one line. अरे वो करता ही नहीं है क्या? Women का event है ना ये.
So, men in maritime, embrace the change. Women are coming.
Embrace the change. I will add to that. Embrace the change. Women are already here. Guys, please again round of applause till we come back and lunch and 7-course lunch and then we come back. Don't go away. And now is the time to felicitate all of you. Without you, the panel wouldn't have been so successful that it is. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maritime Union of India. Thank you, sir, for coming. Big round of applause for Captain Tushar Pradhan spearheading this. He's always told me that put your best in the events and whatever you do. And Saleha also, thank you for making this happen and making this successful, right? So I will ask Captain Tushar Pradhan here, please on stage, and Saleha also to felicitate the panelists.
Thank you, Captain Shaukat. Mrs. H.K. Joshi.
Mrs. Joshi.
Mrs. H.K. Joshi. May I request Ms. Samia Jahan to come up on stage, please? Ms. Samia Jahan.
Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Captain Dr. Shashank Jagidar. Captain Minnie Verma. Captain Minnie Verma. Miss Delna Shroff. Miss Delna Shroff. Miss Priyanka Gupta. And of course, how can we forget our moderator, Captain Shaukat Mukherjee. He's right up there in the center. May we have a group photo with all the panelists, please?